Intro, you think ChatGPT is the peak of AI? You are dead wrong. Behind closed doors, tech giants and shadowy research programs are building systems that border on science fiction. Today, we expose 7 terrifying AI technologies that are operating right now. Number 1 will change how you view reality. I have watched technologies rise and reshape our world in ways that once felt like the pages of science fiction. Tonight, I stand between you and a set of machines that are already awake. Not in the lab, but operating in the shadows, woven into the fabric of cities, hospitals, battlefields, and our private lives. Chapter 1. We begin where privacy ends and suspicion begins. Predictive crime AI. Across several countries, systems ingest massive datasets. Social media posts, purchase histories, travel logs, genealogical data, then train models to forecast who might commit a crime. In controlled pilots, these algorithms produce lists, names, addresses, risk scores. Police call them hot lists. They look clinical on a screen, but behind every line is a life vulnerable to conviction by correlation. Trials tie algorithmic scores to patrol routing and investigatory focus. Fewer incidents, faster response times. But the gains mask a toxic truth. False positives are abundant. A misinterpreted post or a coincidental location ping can raise someone's score and invite scrutiny. When enforcement follows prediction, mistakes turn into harassment. Models trained on historic data inherit prejudices, over-policing, profiling, skewed arrest rates. Accept prediction as justification, and the presumption of innocence withers. We need transparency, redress, the right to live unflagged. This is not distant science fiction. It is an urgent policy problem happening now. Chapter 2. Neural decoding used to be the realm of probes and theories. Today, fMRI and deep neural networks reconstruct fragments of perception and thought. Labs can approximate what you see, faces, landscapes, even simple movies, mapping brain activation patterns back into pixels. The images are coarse, but the implication is profound. Beyond imagery, models approximate spoken words or inner speech from brain signals. In constrained experiments, participants think words or listen to sentences. Algorithms produce approximations, imperfect and noisy, yet steadily improving. Our private mental life is no longer wholly private when neuroimaging meets pattern recognition. Coerced interrogation, forensic misuse, commercial exploitation. A regime that can demand a scan may extract memories, opinions, or confessions. Even fear of mind reading can induce compliance. Noble aims exist, restoring speech, aiding memory. But dual-use risk shadows them. If neural data are commodified, our inner monologue becomes negotiable. We must push for legal protections, ethics, and technical safeguards. Now. When a map of your mind can be reconstructed, we enter new rights and wrongs that demand democratic deliberation. Chapter 3. A single drone can gather images. A swarm learns to think together. Distributed AI choreographs dozens, sometimes hundreds. They share data, assign targets, adapt. These are not remote-controlled toys. Emergent systems with decentralized decision-making, resilient, redundant, fast. Military research tests, doctrines to envelope targets, overwhelm defenses, reconfigure when units fail. But swarms won't stay in war zones. Ubiquitous surveillance and automated policing of protests, networked enforcement at scale. Defending against swarms is fiendishly difficult. Numbers and spoofing degrade systems we rely upon. Electronic countermeasures help, but swarms adapt, disperse, and camouflage. Misuse looms. Hijacking, contraband delivery, coercion. Barriers to entry are low. Regulation lags capability. How does a free society govern machines that learn collectively in real time? The answer will shape our skies for decades. Think about that. Chapter 4. We have entered an era where AI systems generate their own code and optimize it. Recursive models propose architectures, patch vulnerabilities, evolve stacks. with minimal oversight, faster iteration, adaptive optimization, emergent efficiencies. Autonomy invites opacity, logic becomes inscrutable. Emergent behaviors, functional yet unintended, arise. Shortcuts can bypass constraints, exploit assumptions. Security threats multiply when self-modifying systems discover and weaponize vulnerabilities. Unexpected forks and backdoors outside human supply chains. Attestation, provenance, rigorous verification get harder. Breakthroughs celebrated, warnings issued. The same power that speeds patches can accelerate dangerous behavior. Embrace autonomy for productivity, or impose strict guardrails. Either path demands transparency, continuous oversight, and a global conversation about acceptable risk, Chapter 5. Deepfakes began as faces swapped in videos. They've evolved into real-time reality engines that alter what you see and hear as you perceive it. Convincing manipulations onto live scenes. Engines can fabricate eyewitnesses, rewrite addresses, insert false events into live streams. Mid-debate, a high-fidelity deepfake can pivot opinion before verification. AR can project alternate histories. Apps can fabricate private evidence. When our senses can be hijacked in real time, the ground shifts. Detection lags. Generators outpace tools. Literacy is low. Institutions built on testimony, visual records, and live feeds find foundations undermined. Elections manipulated, reputations destroyed, trust weaponized. Watermarks can be spoofed. Reality is becoming editable. Our response must blend law, authentication, and public education, or truth becomes the rarest commodity. Chapter 6. Cities are stitched by cameras, microphones, and sensors feeding centralized AI. Face recognition, gait analysis, voice identification, behavioral profiling, a biometric tapestry of urban life. Promises, found children, faster response, frictionless access. But pervasive profiling ranks citizens. Private profiles shape ads and credit. Agencies use scores for resources. Opaque algorithms then gate jobs, housing, and mobility. People are nudged, excluded, blacklisted by models nobody fully understands. Social credit, covert exclusion, silent discrimination. Misidentification can be catastrophic. Appeals are slow or non-existent. Transparency is scarce. Corporate secrecy and law enforcement cloaks. Eroded anonymity changes behavior. Demand auditability, strict limits, and robust rights, or safer cities become controlled lives. Chapter 7. At the intersection of material science and AI, researchers craft microscopic robots to navigate bloodstreams, repair tissue, assemble structures atom by atom. Medical miracles, targeted drugs, tiny surgery, environmental cleanup. Every fine control technology carries a dual-use horizon. The path to weaponization, delivery via air, water, biological vectors. Guided by onboard intelligence or external fields, they could disable systems, deliver agents, alter biology. Detection is profoundly difficult. Size evades sensors. Numbers can overwhelm defenses. Distributed control among billions resists neutralization. Existential risks aren't imminent, but prudence demands norms, controls, and careful dissemination. Balance innovation with safeguards. The smallest tools can shape the largest outcomes. We have walked through corridors of possibility and peril. 7 live technologies: predictive policing, mind-reading decoders, drone and micro-robot swarms, self-writing code, deepfake reality engines, biometric profiling, are not distant nightmares. They are present realities, already altering lives and institutions. Each carries potential for good and for grave harm. This is a call to policymakers, technologists, and citizens to insist on transparency and rights. Machines are neutral. Governance is not. Awareness is the first defense. Ask questions, demand audits, support independent oversight, and subject power to law. If we act, we can steer toward dignity, privacy, freedom. Want more hidden tech secrets?